Hi guys, it's me, Joseph Anderson again, and for this video, it's dedicated to the month of love, February 2024. I would like to talk about a very special movie that's very near and dear to my heart for various reasons. I'll get into some of them later on in the video, but this deals with familial love that deals more with what one man will do to be with his children through legal means or otherwise. And it's a very important movie because given the circumstances, I would do the same thing too. I'm sure so would my father and other members of my family would probably do the same thing too, if it were legally possible and stuff. But I'll get into that as I go through it. Plus, I absolutely adore this movie. So, without further ado, I would like to talk about Mrs. Doubtfire. Now, before I go out with the movie, let me just say, I love Robin Williams. Rest in peace to the man. He is a legend. And when I say that, I mean, like, he was more of a second father to me. And I'm sure many of you guys too. Because he was pretty much an embodiment of good and comedy and humor and it would always bring up our day whenever we would feel down about anything. I mean, granted, he never actually was physically present to us, but he was still an enormous factor in my life and as well as many of you guys. He was like a second father to us in the forms of TV and Morgan Mindy and in film like Aladdin Part 3, this movie, and to countless others too, like Popeye and such like that. He was also good with horror and psychological thrillers, like in the movie 1 Hour Photo, which I'll be covering for this year for Halloween stuff. The man was a cross-generational actor and performer. My parents loved him. I'm sure your parents loved him too. Probably grandparents loved him as well. And my children, when I had them, will enjoy him as well too, because he's that much of an icon and that much of a funny man. In fact, one thing I always said to my father and my mother when she was alive was that Robin Williams and Jim Carrey formed the basis of my own comedy routines and stuff. So that's how much it impacted my life, how much impact it imprinted on me as far as comedy goes. It would be better if you were into music as well, which I think in this movie I think he did perform at least one song. I know he did figure out pretty well at my ad, but if he did albums and stuff like that, say Taylor Swift or Michael Jackson or even Freddie Mercury, he'd be that much more impactful. So rest in peace, man. You deserve it. Although I feel really horrible and really disturbed about what happened to him, as far as committing suicide and all that. So I just felt real awful. He was the first celebrity death that actually felt impactful to me. I mean, sure, Michael Jackson passed away in a much tragic way too, but still, I would say that Robin Williams impacted me personally the most, which is really unfortunate. So let's all give a moment of silence for the comic legend. Anyway, with that, I'm closing this out of the way. I gotta say that this movie was hilarious as a child when I first saw it in '83, and now that I'm an adult and I understand it more, and being a guy, I understand many of the jokes that come to it a lot more, and it all the more entertaining for me, at least. Now I'll get to that in a little bit too, but this movie is very funny, and it also hits on some issues too, that about the transvestite community and such like that too. So we start with Daniel Hillard. Now Daniel Hillard is like married to Sutherfield, which is named Miranda. I always liked the name Miranda for myself and for my own kids. But eventually, if I ever have two girls, I want to name them Sabrina, which I do what my mother would name me if I were a girl, and Miranda, and maybe Keiko if I marry a Japanese person. Well, I'll cross the bridge when I come to it. I might write a book with those names in them. Anyway, he's supposed to be a more loose father, loose parent. You always have that one parent who's like strict and stuff, and then we have the other parent that's more of like a stickler for rules. And so I feel Miranda plays a very good stickler for rules, to the point of being uncommonly cruel when it comes to that kind of thing. But on the same note, Daniel is more of a party animal, quite literally, because the son Christopher, Chris, I guess, is having a birthday party, a teenage birthday party. Why they have a bunch of little kids there, I have no idea why, but it's very clear that the kid is in his mid-teenage years. Maybe for now, the youngest kid, but still, it should be a more adult-oriented type thing. What in the hell is Danny hiring a paying due for the kids? That makes no sense. And then having them indoors is just insanity. So the fact that later on when Miranda finds out about it through her neighbor knocking on them is a little bit justified in my mind, because what kind of nutcase brings a whole Painzu into a San Francisco home? You want to have Painzu, go out to the park or go out to some public area for that type of thing. You get that? And second of all, why in the hell would you have a Painzu in the first place for a teenage boy, unless he's really into playing with the animals? Now, one thing I should point out here is that the kids in this one, they're played by Mark Wilson, which that part could have been done by Blake Lively. Could have been a little different, but whatever. And there's Matthew Lawrence as Chris. Now, people would probably know him best from the movie this, as well as the show Superhuman Samurai. for those who grew up in the 90s. He's an actor and producer. I don't know anything else about him now. Any of his other works. So, take that for what you will. No, I'm all saying you all know him from my Matilda, so I'm not even going to bother with where she's from. As well as a few other things too. And there's Lisa Jacob, which plays Lydia. Lydia, I think she's the oldest one in the bunch. And her and Chris find out about Doubtfire, and the father, and they're cool with it. Now they probably can't handle it, but anyway, Lisa's from this movie, as well as Independence Day. So take that for what you will. I don't think she's done anything else, but I think she's a yoga teacher nowadays. So that's good for her, I guess. Do what you love the best. So anyway, these kids doing their stuff. The mother blows up at Mosley. Well, she blows up at the husband for doing for having this big party over there at the house. So where she said, I have to clean up everything that you do. And it is right now. She is right because it is a big party and a big mess. It's like a big tornado came through the town. And I like the way they say, they're gonna be breaking up over this, but the kids blame themselves. Where the father said, this is not your fault. This is nothing to do with you or the other kids. But me and your mother have a little disagreement. Well, a big disagreement, but still. Now, also I should point out that this is legal, because even though it's in the house and all that, they do have it's like a traveling pain zoo. So one would assume that this type of thing would be illegal because it's a business and all that. So I would think that it'd be okay to have it in anywhere else but a home. Otherwise, they wouldn't have it all traveling pain zoo. I don't know if that's a real thing or not, but anyway, so they were saying that I have to clean up everything that you do and all of that stuff, which is a major concern. And it seems like he does contribute some of his money from voice acting work. Now, I should point out that the opening of this movie takes place in a recording studio where you do like a little Tom and Jerry-esque movie or TV show or whatever, where Robert Williams voices both the cat and the bird, kind of like Mel Blanc, but it's more or less in the style of Chuck Jones, with a bunch of guys that are smoking in the studio. Now, besides the obvious problem with promoting cigarettes to little kids, and the fact that Robin Williams ad-libs the parrot having a cigarette and then protesting it while he's legging up with it stuff. I have to ask. Yeah, by the way, there were cartoons back then that did have that beside the infamous Flintstone commercial where they promoted cigarette smoking. But besides that, they had a bunch of Looney Tunes episodes, which they had like one of the characters do like a last request type thing where they smoke cigarettes and stuff. So with blood in their face and whatnot. So, but the main point I'm trying to drive home is that, when Robert Williams signed on to do this role, he should have known in advance that there'd be a thing where he had Pudgy the Parrot smoking a cigarette as big as his mouth, but still. So, if you have that in there, you shouldn't, and you have more objection to it, you should just not do it all, instead of just protesting on the spot. And second of all, I'm not expert on the voice or anything like that, as you can tell, but I would think that being an active smoker would affect your voice when you're doing voice work. So like you might cough up a lot when you're recording, and might affect the quality of your voice or the recording itself, or the magnetic that they use to record the stuff in general. So I don't get why these guys are just smoking it up right there. Plus I think the director guy is over there smoking as well. So that's a little bit of an issue too. So by doing this, it also kind of sets him up as being a rebel. And the fact that he gets canned over this, and the fact he went to ad-lib and he quit and stuff, so that he's a little bit of a rebel with a morality streak that he's gotta do what he's gotta do. And he even said that in Gandhi's voice, which may or may not be offensive to Indians, but whatever. So anyway, they also show one of my favorite lines where whenever I repeat it, my mother would always get angry at me, and it was, he would try to imitate Porky Pig and say, "Piss up, Lou." That was real funny to me. So then we get the whole part about the birthday scene, and then they get divorced. Now, I would think that the guy the judge that had done the divorce decision is kind of being a little harsh on him, because sure, the part got out of hand and sure it was too big, but to only allow for Daniel to only be able to see his kids for 1 day of the week, a little bit too extreme for me. Yeah, I would expect a judgment like that if the guy was posing an active danger to them, or something or other, and to be supervised. I would think that you would, that'd be a little too much for me. So anyway, they show that he's really depressed over this. He's really sad over this, and so the mother is like, "Oh my God, what have I done? I tried to just get away from his kids and love the kids so much." So it also makes cracks with the grandmother, the mother's mother being like a warden. So they also put they also show that he's going to do anything that he can to be with his kids, to the point that he ends up trying to be a nanny, that he gets a year to be a nanny for the mother, for the kids. And he also it's very funny, but then they put in it that he changes the number on an ad for the nanny to where only he has the proper number because he has the number of the mother. You would think that the mother would look it over before sitting at the print in the papers, but I guess she was feeling, I guess she had one of those old moments back then. So anyway, they show him going through various personalities and various personality traits that they, you know, do you want me to, you know, he does like a weird woman that transitions from man and stuff. Cause I used to be one. That's what he said. Now that's funny because later on he becomes a old woman. So it's funny that she finds it very creepy and disturbing. Which if you really a transvestite or a transgender or something like that, you wouldn't say that to a hiring person. You wouldn't say like, oh, I used to be a man or I used to be a woman, so I could take care of them nicely. That just sounds perverted and creepy. That's like me saying, oh, I used to be in a guy in a wheelchair, but now I'm better again. Let me take care of your little boy in a wheelchair. And that doesn't sound right. So then he goes into the kill, if you will, which he said so as a kindly old lady. Now, much later on, he said that he is 6 years old. I don't buy that because if you look at the makeup, that look at 60-year-old to you. No, it looks like a 70 or an 80-year-old person. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. So the funny is that the real funny part about this whole thing is that he goes to Harvey Firestein to like try to become a woman, and it's funny because he says, "Can you make me a woman?" And then the guy said, "I'm so happy," because obviously he's a gay guy. So he does that with his partner Aunt Jack, which I never got the kid, but now I find it really hilarious that the guy that receives. So he does that, but they go to a bunch of characters beforehand with a woman in her 40s, like at Robin Williams with makeup on and stuff, and then he does the nail thing. You know, do you think that's maybe a little bit for them? Now, it's funny all good something like a good montage and all that, but you know, it's funny. I would think that that'd be a little too much, a little too superfluous, because they already sold on the old league for Miss Doubtfire, Miss Eugenia Doubtfire, which I have no idea why I find that funny, but it's funny the whole name. Is Eugenia a real name, or is it just something they made up for the movie? Oh, no, I never actually heard the name Eugenia before. So anyway, he does that, and then yeah, he becomes a woman with a British accent, and he holds on to it for a long time too. Until Mrs. Turner, the woman who is you will consider her a caseworker, and so she gets a job and such, played by Miss Annie Haney, which many people know her from liar, and other stuff as well too, I'm sure. That's what I know from. So they show her, getting quite talking about the old women thing, and it's so funny because it's the part where his face gets, the prosthetic face gets run over by a car, by a big garbage truck, to where two Asian boys are over there calling for the mother because they see him in the fast suit and with the face and all that. So where she says, "Mom, come here, look at this." Now, quote Quagmire, giggity giggity giggity, all the good that they're going. So anyway, they show him doing a quick change between himself and Doubtfire, to which I find it interesting that Miss Sumner just comes by for like 5 or 10 minutes. If I were a caseworker, I would want to stay a little bit longer for that. But anyway, they show him doing that, going quick change and all that between himself and Doubtfire. Tickets are over and stuff, and they do a thing with that where Doubtfire has to need a piece. So what did he do? He goes into the refrigerator, grabs a big ass cake, and shoves it right in his face to be like a meringue facial mask cream there. Whatever women do. So he's like, "Hello, L." It's funny. And what's even more funny is that the look on Miss Sumner's face when the cream goes into a coffee is just hilarious. It's like, you can't believe that a facial cream would go into the coffee like that. And then he said, "Look at the cappuccino." Which like, well, number 2. "Oh yeah, good now, and you get your own cappuccino now." This is completely added by Williams to show his mania and his greediness and stuff. So anyway, they show they show this part where they have Mrs. Sumner wanting to get his trying to fish cream for herself, not realizing that it's that frosting on the cake. And then she tries it out for herself, and it's just so funny because she recognizes the flavor of the cream. Now, moving along there, they show that Mr. Doubtfire had to deal with a kind of an interested type bus driver, which is equally old, but I don't think he wants to see what she's selling because she got a few other bits that she doesn't want to be shown, that she doesn't want to be let out. But yeah, and also for the fact that it says the person who the misogynistic bastard that invented heels, he's been killed. Now, I know people make a big deal about foot fetishes and whatnot with heels. They love women in heels. Me personally, I don't like heels. I prefer women that wear just regular, normal, comfortable footwear. I'm not one of the typical guys who says you must wear heels when you're with me or else. I don't care for that. I think it's uncomfortable and kind of savage that you have to wear heels for work, and then you have to wear heels to be with your man. Plus, besides, I'm in a wheelchair most of the time, so being that that's the case, you know, women are naturally taller than me once you get one that's really short. So being that they have the extra boots with the heels makes it that much more disproportionate and uncomfortable for both people. I would assume, but yeah, there's that. So that's very funny. And what's even more funny is that when they do the song looks like a lady. Dude looks like a lady by Aerosmith. Song number. This is really funny because in it they have this guy who wants to rob her of a purse. You know, only robbing of a purse. It's not like an easy target, right? But number one, the guy gets really surprised by a woman that has a man's strength level. Okay? Number two, really funny is that he forgets he's a woman. He's supposed to be a woman. He does the back off asshole in his manly voice. So the guy probably like, what the fuck? And then he runs away and never returned. He said, "You broke my back, bastard," in a feminine voice. No. I feel sorry for anyone that's in the transgender community because there are always going to be bigots out there. There are always going to be assholes out there. People that say that, you know, I'm even all that, not I'm Stevens, like that. You know, you are who you are. Whether you be transgender, whether you be straight, lesbian, gay, bi, whatever else you get to go. But I find it really entertaining that when you have a transgender person and they're you know, when they're first transitioning into being a female, but they have all the male parts and stuff like that still in them, and they have a deep voice, but they try to make themselves more feminine. I do find it very entertaining that when people when they get angry at someone or something or trying to defend themselves, whenever they go into their whole masculine voice again, that's very funny to me. You see it on TV, you see it in movies, you see it in this. It's very funny. It's like it gives the attacker or whatever a moment of shock that the person can either defend themselves or run away from the danger. I find that very entertaining. And this movie is actually ahead of its time in that regard. Granted, it's San Francisco after all, but yeah, it's really hilarious to me at least. So also there's another point of purpose here, in which Miranda is looking to become friendly with another guy, played by Pierce Brosnan, and excuse me, he plays Stu Dunmire. Now this is really funny because we all know him as one of James Bond actors, and this guy is really funny in this one. Trying to be suave, he likes kids and all that, and but Ms. Doubtfire, played by Daniel, we always think that Miranda is still his. So he is incredibly jealous and possessive of her still. Now, this is very, very funny because you can definitely tell there's still a little bit of tension going on there. So during the whole walk like a man scene, as well as this part with dude looks like the lead part. You see him get close to Miranda and stuff, and you see Doubtfire's like, hi! And then when he turns it back away, he's like, fuck you. She's mine. She's my woman, and get away from her. And it's very, very funny. Now, also in this little segment, you see him destroying his car. Not destroying, vandalizing to come the hood ornament of the car. And then it's the part where he throws a piece of fruit at him. A line for limey. I just thought that. A line for limey. That's a slang term for British people. I mean, I don't get. I think it's derived from an old pirate thing where people were getting like of vitamin C, so the British should eat limes to replenish that vitamin, and they would develop scurvy because of it. I think that's how it went. But now it's like a derogatory term for British people. But anyway, it's the part where she's hitting on a young woman thinking they stole a man. It's very funny. But also another part is that he's good soccer. It's really big for a woman. And when he's taking the kids out to do biking and stuff, she takes Natalie along in like a harness in the back of her own bike. I'm like, but the kid's like 5 or 6 years old. No, let her on her own bike. Damn it, she doesn't get a free pass because she's that young. She can grab her own bike. And then it's the funny part where she goes into cooking for the first time. It's hilarious because her big breasts caught on fire from the fire shoot and stuff, and she takes lids off the pot and she goes, pow pow. Well, I'm over a woman for one day and I'm getting hot flashes. That's really hilarious. For anyone who tried hot flashes before. And I'm surprised they didn't get any type of 3rd-degree burns from all of that. It's really funny. Then he just said fuck it and then just orders out for food. Now the funny is that his voice breaks a little bit for when the delivery car comes, and he he's like surprised at how much it costs, over $100 something. So that's really funny. But what's also funny is that the mother, when she sees all the food there, she's not really surprised that the food's from a takeout place. You think she'd be able to recognize it as takeout. And I'll never forget the sound effect that he does when he's screaming out the holiday sauce from the Tupperware thing. I'll remember those little sound effects for some reason or another. Maybe because I'm more sensitive to sound like that. So anyway, they show him doing that, and then being the guy and stuff. But there's also a part where he's dating with the vacuum cleaner, and he's more strict with the kids. Like, do your homework or else you do chores, manual labor as she calls it, which is reverse of what happened in the first part of the movie. Now, I would think that as children, I would think that kids would want to be like, when they find out about all that stuff, he's really his father and all that. I would think that they would want to get revenge on him for something. Like, you better not punish us anymore, or we're gonna tell mommy about what happened, and then you'll be kicked out of the house for good. That's what I would do. But whatever. I guess they love the father and they love the kid so much that they keep it under wraps. And they keep it from a little kid because little people probably live at the mother. Also, another thing is that when as Miss Doubtfire, as the persona Doubtfire, she's got a privy to key information about what Miranda thinks of her husband when they were married. She said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate him? Like, that's a classic thing. So, she said, oh, I give him about 7. He was alright. He's like, that's it. Just a 7. So then it's like, okay. So, and then it was like, you know, after your husband died, after his name was Stan, after Stan died, Winston. As Winston died, how long did you wait until you got the urge again to get married and have sex and all that? Never did. Never. The best way to deal with this is after your husband and the father's children are gone, the best way to deal with it is lifetime celibacy. And then so it feels like that's the only okay. Now that's the classic reason why I think Sutherland does a way, as she's that funny in this movie and that good of an actress because her facial expressions say it all. So when she goes, you like me, you really like me, I think that applies to this movie too. For the matter that she's like, it's like that's it. Also, for the same fact that there are many things that Daniel says to dissuade Miranda from dating this guy, Stu. Like, for example, he said the kids, when he sees them all built and stuff, he says, you see that kid? That's what we call label section. And then when they were going on a date for her birthday, the the mother asked Doubtfire, what outfit should wear, and then she picked out 2 very interesting dresses, cocktail dresses, night dresses and stuff. And she said, nah, go for that. That screams harlot. A whore for those who don't understand. So then he said, well, why buy the towel when you buy the milk for free, or something like that. So, it turns out that the girl Lydia says now she knows about the father. Now she goes she said to the mother, go with the short dress. Now Doubtfire, being the ex-husband, wants her to dress really conservative for that date. And he told them to wear something like what I'm wearing right now, but black. So she said, no, wear the open shoulder one, the short dress. So that's really quite funny. And the fact that she said the guy, after he built up and all that, like a speedo type thing, she said to him, he says, oh, that weather must be pretty cold down there. Obviously not, but he just commenting on his sexuality and his virility. And then he said, oh, look at that nice outfit he's got on. And then she says, a man like that when you get gifts like that for your birthday, that doesn't mean that usually means that you want something else other than to be friends. You want something else, something else. So it feels like it's a very nice gift. That shows how funny this movie is. Now, before I get into the end of this movie, I should say that my father is a very nice man. He's a very comical man too. For example, before I was born, my father and my mother went out to a party once, and he dressed like a woman, and it was so funny to them. Now, fast forward to after I was born and I went to college in Stony Brook, to where my father dressed like a madam or a female pimp, if you will, and my aunt dressed as a lady of the evening to be with us. I dressed like a pimp, obviously. So we were dressed like that, and the party that we went to at college was dead. No one was dancing, no one was having fun over there. We came by, and I saw it slapping my dad's ass, like a pimp and a whore would do. And it was hilarious. We got the party going, we went right to the party. But it was really funny because everyone said, everyone was expecting for this woman, this attractive woman, mind you, to belt me in the face for slapping her ass. Now, his hair and makeup were done by my aunt. And it was his own hair too, so that added to the effect of the alcohol. So, it was funny that he said, he said, my mother, who was with us at the time, she dressed up in like a Halloween mask and a red outfit on. But she said to everyone at the party, that's my husband. That's his father. And they were all like, no fucking way. No, wait, no, that can't be a man. So it was funny because it was this big black guy who took particular interest in my father. So he said, I'll be back for you later. I'll see you around later. He said, no, you won't. And he's like, what the fuck? Now, it's real funny because at the time my dad was smoking. So, he went out once and he was just sitting by the door, and there was a little Asian girl there that was like taking the laundry out or bringing it inside. So my dad in his masculine voice said to the woman, I'll get the door for you. And she ran right away. She ran right into the door of the stairs and stopped because she was frightened by him. it was so funny. Now, I know that my dad's straight. I know he is not gay. I know that he is not a woman trapped in a man's body, but whatever it is. I know that. But I keep joking around with him, saying that, no, at my wedding, you can either go as the best man, or you can dress like the maid of honor. You can be a bridesmaid or a maid of honor. And he says, Chef Joe, that's only part of a party. So I said, you can be whoever you want to be. I would put the picture up online here. Yeah, that's my thumbnail, but I'm sure you probably kill me for that. So, I'm not going to do that. I do have a picture here, but I'm not going to show it to you. Because he does have a little bit thing that he left. And a little bit of pride left, so I'll leave it at that. But it's just so funny. And that being said, I have no problem with transgender people, bisexual people, gay people, and whatnot, queer, whatever. I will always be there for you to be friends with. I will support you. I will support all your ideology. I will be your friend and whatnot. So just know that I will always like and respect you guys and girls who are in the LGBTQ plus community. You have nothing to fear from me. I will always keep your identity safe and whatnot. Help some of my friends from college are like that in that category or that group. But besides that, also I like say Rugrat Mountain, or say I'm gonna be doing a review for this month for the movie Fried Green Tomatoes. I love that movie. I might have time for Rugrat Mountain as well. So yeah, so keep in mind for that too, eventually. So anyway, and one person I know helped me with my college choice for which to go to. That was something nice. She didn't have to do that. And yes, I say she because it was so obviously a man that transitions into a woman. So she's a pretty nice person. She was a pretty nice person. But anyway, so going to the climax of this movie here. It's you're going out for a birthday with Stu, and then he buys her a nice pearl necklace. I can't say anything, but I won't comment on that right now. But you see everyone over there, and he even said that I'm allergic to pepper. So, pepper, whether that be hot stuff or just black pepper or white pepper. So, it's not really clear, but Robert Williams, Daniel Howard, has to go there to meet his new employer, a guy named Robert Bosky. The guy who plays in the movie Christine, that guy that shake your pothole. I know when I see one. All of that. That would be his most iconic role to me, because I love that movie. But still, there's that. And then there's he owns the TV show that Daniel works for right now, where he just ships and creates a bunch of old film roles. So it's really quite funny, this part. So anyway, they show him wanting to take over the job of the other guy who's really throwing boy. He makes Mr. Rogers look Mick Jagger, not my quote, Daniel's quote. So, and then they showed Mr. Hillard going back and forth between his dinner with John Lundy, Prosky's character, and the family at Doubtfire. Now, there are a few moments in which he gets drunk and he gets a little tipsy. Not full blown drunk, but tipsy. And he kind of messes up with the whole outfit there, in which he becomes a lead, and when he with Prosky, and he doesn't do that when he becomes a man for his ex-wife and the new British boy. Now, it's real funny that he said this, that he does this, because he introduces even Night Doubtfire as the new host for the new dinosaur TV show, which they very nicely take on old boring hosts as being like the mailman, which is kind of nice. Not giving the old man the boot completely to move him to a different role. That's really nice. But and then they also have like a weird bathroom transition, which is a cycle from the first part of the movie where they have a woman in the bathroom, where they have a man that's going into the bathroom, into the male's room, rather than change it into a woman, but he entered into the room as a female. No, he entered into the bathroom first as a male, but then transitioned to a woman and then exits the room as a female. But then when the guy comes into the room, he's like, what the fuck did I just see? Because he looked at back in the room, in the bathroom stall, which I kind of don't know for any public bathroom. But anyway, it's cycled through again with a reverse happens, where he goes into the restroom as a female, but then a lady's in the bathroom too doing her makeup. Again, a feminine thing to get a set up, I guess, to where he then goes into he then transitions real lightning fast into a man and then exits the bathroom again, to where the woman like, what the fuck did I just see what I think I just saw? Now, in one of my drunken moments as a woman, he puts on a coat, which I have no idea if it's allowed or whatnot to have guests in a restaurant go into a place and then just on a coat, and then it just magically makes the woman disappear like a perfect disguise. I guess it's something more or less like Ninja Turtle logic. But anyway, he wore the pepper that the guy was that Stu is allergic to, that Lee is allergic to. He doesn't know anything about the severity of pepper allergy, but he ends up giving jambalaya a hot pepper, a lot of pepper actually. You can't see on the actual shrimp itself, but I was always told that jambalaya is naturally a hot dish, a hot spicy dish. Anyway, so to have it with no spice on it, kind of like Kind of stupid, actually. I mean, why would you specifically order a hot dish like that when you know full well that it's not that you know that it's naturally hot? You know, wouldn't it ruin something by having a naturally hot dish? You know, being like that when you lose some of the cold flavor and taste of the dish. So anyway, they did show me eating the dish, choking on the shrimp. I mean, wouldn't he automatically taste the pepper in it and then spit it out on his own, rather than go to and wouldn't it make sense that although it's really good that he fixes the mess that he caused himself, but to say that he's the only one in that whole restaurant knows the Heimlich maneuver or CPR or whatever, that that he's the only one that knows it, wouldn't someone else be like, I can save you, and do himself or herself or whatever? But it just also shows the intense physical comedy of Robin Williams, besides the whole manic behavior of him and voice work of Mr. Williams. So he gives him the Heimlich maneuver, saving his life, spitting the thing in front of everybody, and it's real funny because before that he loses his big teeth on top of his mouth, and it's quite nice the way Robin Williams can do a list of someone that loses their teeth, even though he has a full set of teeth when he did it. And it was funny that he was able to bravo Mr. Williams. It caused something that I didn't catch as a kid. Now he helps him out, but he shakes off the teeth in the glass of champagne. He shakes it off in front of Stu getting wet a little bit. Now Stu gets disgusted by these teeth, as anyone else would too. Also, the same matter when Robin as Doubtfire says, that I prefer those short little funny ones, referring to himself to a big strong brute like Pierce Brosnan to Miranda. Another saw his that said that he's no good for you, honey. Get with your ex-husband. This really hilarious, not in mental. So anyway, they show this and stuff, and then he's like, I'll save you. So then he's like, okay, so I'll save you. And while you're doing it, the makeup is coming off, his face is coming off partially, so you can see that anyone can see the face of Daniel Hillard underneath the mask of him, underneath Doubtfire's face. And there's lots of it we actually see Pierce Brosnan, so maybe he did kill the bastard after all. But then it's really funny because then Miranda realized that all the little secrets that women share among each other was revealed to be the person that she revealed all this to was her ex-husband. So she said, oh my god. Then the anger demon comes out of her for the last time. The first two times it's like all sad and stuff like that. all cheery-eyed and stuff, and then the one like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna strangle you. And it's like the whole time, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna strangle you. So there's another case where it's like, oh my god, you really like me, thank the Lord, you really like me. That's revealed. I mean, the emotion, the fact that she wants to kill her ex-husband, the fact that she hates the entire world at this moment to reveal all the little secrets of everything to her ex-husband, no less. I mean, the fact that she at Doubtfire knew about the locations of everything in the house and stuff was just like a dead giveaway, and then she realized that, oh my god, that's what my husband, I should have known, I shouldn't have been so stupid and realizing about that. It's really funny. It's like this whole, this whole new information, like, makes her consider different things, like, what does really happen, what does really not happen. Anyway, this movie was ahead of time. So then it's like uber pissed off, and she takes full custody of her kids because apparently the guy is dangerous and all that stuff, and the judge had no mercy on him. Much like Trump. Anyway, maybe he should say that he's unfair and corrupt and all that stuff. But whatever, get the speech and send it. I love my children, sir. It's like, without my children denying me air, I need my children. I need to be around them all the time. I never was there more than one. I was never absent for one day in their whole lives. So I need to see my children, love them so much. I'm crazy about them. And so when the judge won't have any of it, and the judge gives them a severe sentence of not seeing the children at all, except for supervision, which is kind of a prediction that he set up for in the beginning of the movie. So, then we get revealed of new nanny. First, the new nanny choices, and last one in the bunch was one that said, I don't do dishes, I don't do bathtubs, I don't do cleaning, I don't do stories, I don't do diapers, I don't do this, I don't do that. Now, what do you do if that's the case? But they end up settling on a person that's a good nanny that will be able to handle it. Which, by the way, we'll have it all in mind that Miranda paid to Doubtfire. That will get refunded or whatnot. Anyway, whatever. Or if he does it all for free. So, you see them all gathered around to see the new housekeeper nanny. And they're all like depressed and all that stuff. And they're like, oh no, not another one. It's revealed that when they open the door, it's like, surprise kids! Day's home. And they're like, yay! Day's home! Yeah, we talked to the judge and all that. Now, the father will take care of you for a few hours after school. Now, this is happy. This is a very happy ending because normally you see one parent getting divorced and all that, and you see keeping the kids to themselves, and the father is a deadbeat person or the mother's a deadbeat person, but it's all good. Even when even the need Doubtfire takes the new show, she's like giving a speech about how, the little monkey puppet there, about how, there are lots of kids that have this and all that get divorced parents and stuff, and who is sad to them, and that they can carry on and stuff, and that the parents love them just as much as if they were together, but sometimes they need to be apart to be better people. Now, I heard through the pipeline that there was going to be a Miss Doubtfire 2, which I don't think I would like that movie at all, because this movie is beautiful as it is. It's gorgeous, funny, it's perfect. There's nothing that you can do to make it better. Although I will admit, I don't like the way the mother is portraying this. The mother is portrayed as being like this hungry, controlling person. In fact, whenever it comes time to drop the kids off at the Daniel's house in the first part before it becomes Doubtfire, she's always late to drop off the kids and early to pick them up. So it's like which she snaps and says, my goddamn kids too. Which is right, if you have a parent that's divorced and gets a certain amount of time with the kids, that should be it. That should be a lot of time. The guy is doing the best he can, getting a job in a house and all of that. In San Francisco, one of the most expensive cities in the country to get a house in, or an apartment in. So, but by being late all the time and being early to pick them up, it's kind of like against the rules of the court. So he should brought that one up to the judge, rather than his eccentric lifestyle, whatever. Also, I don't buy the fact that she was supposed to portray a 60-year-old woman at point of Miss Summer, and I'm attractive at that. But yeah, I also found it quite funny that when they first met Doubtfire, the persona of Doubtfire, they have the kids are watching like this pseudo Frankenstein monster thing there with a clay face and all that, getting molded by the good doctor and stuff, and it's kind of reminiscent of the way girlfriend and Jack are making latex for the guy's face, which is interesting in itself, how they make facial masks and stuff like that. And it's a good thing that he has the sort of mold with latex for it. I would imagine that kind of stuff costs a pretty penny to make him get the supplies for it. Luckily, he happens to have a family member that would be willing to do it for free too. But anyway, I thank you for watching this video on Mr. Doubtfire, the classic movie I'm looking for the month of love, because her did all this to be with his children, which he loved dearly. I'm sure my dad would do the same thing in the makeup too, no less. And he would pass for a woman, a very attractive woman, no less too. I think that was for the month of love, 2024. And if it is obvious by the look of this deal, I give this movie 110% of the hits. I have rephrased to because this movie is funny. It shows the physical and maniac personality of comedy skills of Robin Williams, which I saw him in person was at the Mohegan Sun Casino, and he really is that George, and I'm presuming Harry too. Now it's very funny that they chose kids begging him to do the pool work, and while he's still in a fat suit, an oblique suit. It's very, very funny that they do that, even though knowing full well that he is a father in the suit. Now, the idea about discovering that he was really a man in a woman's suit could be seen like a weird transgender type reveal to people who don't know about the movie and stuff. And the woman lady is about to back him out with a translator. Now, this could be seen kind of like a violence against transgender people in general when normal people find out about that little secret. Now, I would never do anything like that. It's a dream. I could see how people could be violent toward them, and that's not good. That's not cool. This movie definitely open your eyes to be more accepting of people who are non-binary, like people who are gay, straight, gay, lesbian, bi, transgender, and all that, queer and stuff like that. So, definitely an open movie to those who that want to be more accepting. The substance of it all could be like a anti-gay, transgender, and all that, but I don't see it as that. I see it as very, very good eye-opener, more accepting culture and all that. And the mid-90s was like a turning point toward becoming more accepting of different peoples, which is a very good thing when we become more modernized. I'm sure that in the way before that, in the 19th century, if you brought this movie out to people, first of all, they wonder what the hell's the movie, and second of all, they wouldn't be as open to a man dressed like a woman, even though he said that he does leave poison, etc., etc. I'm sure that woman that he was trying to pick up at the pool bar, thinking like, why is this old lesbian trying to offer me a drink? Anyway, I think she's kind of attractive as an old lady, but whatever. Anyway, if you like my videos here and you want to see more of my videos, you know, like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. So, and also, if you have any more suggestions for any future projects or videos that you want to show me and stuff, or suggest to me, call me or text me at 631-707-3707. And or you can get me on Twitter or X if you prefer at P Nelson Pro. It's P Nelson Pro on the Twitter. And if you want to get my email, it's at jjades viewing channel at gmail.com. Now, I love this movie. That definitely reminds me to be more accepting of people who are not binary, and it tells me that it's okay to be a family man with an interesting lifestyle. And yet, it's a lifestyle, not a choice, because we're all born with the circuitry, which the circuitry to circuitry already intact. So if you're gay, you're born like that. If you're transsexual, you're born like that. It's not a choice. It's not like I hate God, so I'm gonna go against him and be gay for a week or whatever. That's the wrong mentality. But yeah, I enjoyed this movie. It's a great movie, great message for kids. Great message that this stuff is not it's not it's not a horrible thing. People who are transgender are not horrible people. They're just like us. They're just like they're just normal everyday people, just like anybody else. They can be funny, they can be mean, they can be horrible people, they can be nice people. They can be nice. They can be as accepting of themselves. They can be mean to others. They can be accepting of others. They can be not accepting of others. One would think that having a transgender person means that they will be accepting others, but they can be just as harsh and just as unruly as somebody else, somebody who's intolerant of them. So, anyway, one more note on this is that me, myself, I support all genders. I would like to make friends with people of all genders, whether they be gay, straight, bisexual, transsexual, transgender, transvestite, anything. I would like to be friends with you, regardless of anything else. Regardless of what other people think of me, myself, and I would like to be friends with anybody. I support everything that they do. I support all the clubs. Why not but that had that. I support the gay pride parade. I think that the street pride parade is just stupid. Why should the gays have it only? We should be street and proud. Well, because being straight hasn't been persecuted and whatnot by Bible thumpers. Anyway, I know beating that to the horse, but it just so happened that this movie happened in San Francisco too, and where everything is free over there. As far as it's more free and accepting over there of people who are non-binary. So I definitely enjoyed this movie a lot. Let me know how you like it too in the comments below. Anyway, this is definitely my biggest video yet, my longest talking video yet, and I think that this movie definitely deserves it. So I salute you guys. I salute you guys who like the movie, who enjoy it, who think it's hilarious like I do. And I'll see you for the next video. Aloha, and be nice to one another. That regard. and peace out, my brothers and sisters.